Crunch time, coming up big when it counts.
What is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome to Crunch Time, where we come up big when it counts. I'm Dom with the great men, Saucy, Lukey, and Ant. How we going, gents?
What up? What up?
Yourself?
Pretty good.
Always good, man. Always good. Moving and shaking. I think that's the same down here in Melbourne these days.
Moving and shaking.
It is a Wednesday. We're not gonna lie, we were literally shaking this morning.
Shake and bake.
Shook.
Literally shake and bake.
We can just, literally shook, like Ant said. You can just chuck them all out there. Put all the puns out there.
Chuck them in the comments.
In the comments. Yeah. Excited. We've got another tier system coming up. I think today's one is going to be a banger, boys. We've got the Wonderkids in the soccer hobby. There's going to be a lot of names here that people may not know. They will know. They want to know. And they probably should know. So I think we will get straight into it.
Some they will agree with. Some
how
they
you
won't.
going, actually? Saucy, how you going, mate? You always relaxed.
I'm stressed, bro. I'm stressed. No, I'm stressed, man, because, look, we had unfortunate events in last week's episode where, things didn't, the episode got recorded, didn't quite make it to air. I'm not happy about it. Let's just say that. So, look, this week, I'm just going to stay as calm as possible. Try get this one done and get it uploaded to YouTube as we record this, after we record this. So make sure it gets out, ladies and gents. So yeah, look, unfortunate, but we move on here at Coverage.Media. Doma, what have you got for us today?
Oh, here we go. I'll bring it up. We've got this tier.
So what do you got behind there? You got a Kobe.
I've got hang on. First of all, let's give him a quick plug. As we know, our favorite vanity slabs, which is one of the most creative and innovative things that I have seen in the hobby by the boys down there, Henry and Craig. Then I've got the Otani PSA 10, if you don't mind, Shohei Otani, who's going to win the MVP this year.
Did you get that one gifted to you as well?
MLB got it gifted to me, and I'm look. Unfortunately, Rad, if you listen to this, I might have to sell it because I'm not an Otani collector. So, and it's too juicy at the moment. They're going for about $500, and I got it give it to me for free. So, it's I'm weighing up things. But then I've got the Kobe. This is for sales, ladies and gentlemen. So that's a PSA 8 Kobe Bryant Fleer Metal rookie. If you want to get involved, then obviously I've got the lemon up there made by us, by courtesy of Adam from Beats.N.Breaks. He made that one for us. But yeah, bit of the collection, and it's that's just to cover all of the other stuff I've got going on there. There's slabs there. I'm meant to sell a whole bunch of stuff. I'm looking to consolidate a bit of the collection. And I've been buying a few autos. I've got an absolute banger coming in the mail, which I'll release on our socials at some point. But that's what's on display today.
Very nice.
I like it.
Bang. Let's go. We'll make this a bit bigger too. Let me just move me Bobby Charlton out of the way. Takes a bit too much room.
I reckon it's going to trigger some people, and I love it.
This is what I love.
Bit of controversy, bit of debate. It's always good.
Yeah, Here we go. We'll start. Oh no, I've almost screwed that. Get him on there. And then we got smooth sailings after that. So we got Jude Bellingham to start it all off. The rating systems are level 0 to 3. Level 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and level 10 being the undisputed best. So obviously, those levels are we doing
this based on investability? Like who we investing?
Yeah, the kids we're looking at probably the best. So
okay.
So 0 to 3. So 4 to 6 is hold, see how they go. Level 0 to 3 is just get rid of them. Level 7 is probably on the rise, probably profitable in the future, and level 10 is the sure thing. That is the guy to go to.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Jude Bellingham to start off, obviously doing things down in Dortmund. And
you've put him in a good category straight away.
You reckon? As you know, we
Yeah.
do vote, the four of us, on where we reckon they should be. Obviously, massive rumours speculating about his move to potentially Liverpool
I heard
next
United
season.
I heard United's in the race now as well.
United's in everything because their team's shit. Fuck. We could sign him,
You
Declan
said
Rice.
it. You said it, not me.
Yeah, I know. Well, mate, you
Declan
don't-
Rice would be good as well.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think where I'd put him.
I'm
I've
going
got
7 to
a
9.
soft spot for Bellingham. I actually think he's really good. For his age as well, I think he's got a few cards, and he falls into that year group that he's got about 8 different rookie cards, 9 different rookie. Like, it's crazy how many different versions of the rookie he's got. But I really like him. I think maybe like a Bundesliga Chrome, UEFA Champions League Chrome, good investments. But I would put him seven to 9. Yeah, Sapphire is beautiful. 7 to 9.
I'm going to agree with Anth. I'd go 7 to 9, but more on the 7 end. So I'd probably give him a 7.
I'm giving him a 7 as well.
Yeah. He is quite pricey, though. That's another thing we're probably going to take into consideration.
Yeah, actually, I'll bring up some prices. I'll throw out some prices while we're doing it. I was looking into him recently, actually.
Yeah.
But the price puts me off.
Yeah, we're buying soccer right now. I feel like the market's still a bit too hot to be. Both the Champions League products are still relatively new, I guess. So it's a little bit of the reasoning behind it. But yeah, I've been sort of cautious in buying soccer recently.
So we've got a Bellingham Refractor PSA 10 from his Bundesliga, which I think that Bundesliga set might be the most beautiful of his cards. So Refractor went for $950 USD. So very pricey.
It can also mean, like, boys, it doesn't really matter what their prices are now, because it's like you believe in this guy and where you think he could be. And not for anything, I understand the top, but if this kid explodes, that monetary value on his card is probably triple to quadruple.
Actually, I take it back.
Like a star.
Especially with PSA closed as well. Like, these cards wouldn't have been graded for 12 US or 25 US. These are graded for over $100.
That last comps is not accurate. I think it's should bid, because there's a few other ones that around the 5. It's about 500 USD, not 950. Okay. Which is reasonable.
It's a bit more reasonable. I was gonna say that is pretty reasonable.
So we're keeping him at 7, Saucy. You happy with that? 7 to 9 with a 7.
Yeah, look, probably. I don't think you could put him lower than that. He has been playing really well. He's super young. What is he? I think he's 17, right? Something like that. So, I mean, in terms of like what he's already doing at a top flight club, it looks like good signs for him. I mean, I've watched him. I've watched him a few games, and he's got talent, the kid, and he's got blistering pace, which is something always interesting to watch in any young player. All
right, next up, Ansu Fatih.
This is an interesting one, just because of like the injury he had last season. Are his cards still quite expensive? I haven't checked recently, to be honest.
I'm putting him 4 to 6 because I want to see how he comes back.
Yeah, those sort of. It was either going to be that or like a 7, like Bellingham. But then if you put Bellingham at 7, then you definitely could put Fatih at like 5 or 6. So I'm going to agree with you, I reckon. Because that injury, it wasn't a great injury. No injury is good, but coming back from what he had, it's going to be tough. So yeah, I'll put him as a 5 or 6 as well, Tomo.
Rookie ticket Fatih goes for $290 USD. It's about $300 USD.
As a 10?
As a 10, yeah.
That's not bad, actually.
And then you got some
Mega Cracks?
His Mega Cracks, I don't know if that's accurate. That's a crazy price. Mega Cracks here, let me just confirm, maybe find another. Yeah, it is about 3,000 USD.
What? 3,000?
3,000
USD.
USD.
Until Fatih's so expensive.
Jesus.
He's Mega Cracks. What? But
I didn't expect it to be that much.
That to me is a bit silly.
And by the way, I'm gonna give him about a 6. He's on the fringe of probably a 7, but I just want to see how he goes.
I'm gonna go as low as 4.
So what
Ooh,
year's his rookie cards in? Is he in 2019?
So he's got
season.
2019. Yeah.
19,
But
20.
he's also in that category of like Haaland. He's got like 3-4 rookies. He's got the Chrome Sapphire. He's in Immaculate. He's actually in Chronicles as a level 4, which is a great looking card.
The ticket
He's got the ticket in Chronicles again.
and the
Has he got a
Mega
Pitch Kings?
Nah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got
Oh,
a
is that the
Pitch
level
Kings-
4? Sorry.
Pitch Kings level 4.
Yeah.
That's 700 USD, which I think that's a buy, if anything.
So what would we say? Like, if you what's your investment card? It's usually the refractor. Sorry. So the PSA
Chrome Refractor.
Yeah, Topps Chrome UEFA Champions League refractor last sold
Or
PSA 10,
Sapphire.
575. So I'm looking at that one. There's some crazy sales here. I mean, look, this is just on the 15th of September on bids. A yellow Topps Chrome Sapphire yellow number to 99 PSA 10 sold for 3,350 USD, which is just crazy. I mean, the base Topps Chrome PSA 10 is going for 250 around that. So some big sales on Ansu Fatih. I mean, I wouldn't say I'd be dropping that sort of money on Ansu Fatih right yet. I mean, he's had already one.
I'm gonna go as
injury.
low. Actually, the more I think about it, I'm gonna go lower. I'm gonna go 3.
All right. So you're saying
Barca's gonna be shit. Like sources about like the injury, like it's such a high risk investment.
it is. I just think he's a bit of a hold. I don't think he's like a sell. Get rid of him. You're probably right. I'd reconsider. I'd make him a 4. He's still in that hold just to see how he goes with that knee. I don't know. I'm going 4.
I'd keep him there in that category.
4.
Keep him there.
Yeah, we'll just keep him
No, I'm
there.
happy with that category. I'd just put him around 5, 6. Yeah, but
Right.
I want to
The
see a bit
average-
more. I mean,
the average
the
is-
base Sapphire, his base Sapphire has gone for 250. That's just
Average-
ungraded.
Average with the 4 of us is actually 4, based on what we've said. Next up is Kamavinga.
It's another hard one because he's still so young and he's just moved to Madrid. Signs from his first few games are very good. Has been very involved in play. I'm going to put him one above that, Doma. I'm going to put him in between 7 and 9, and I'm going to give him an 8.
Ooh. I was going to give him a 6. I was going to put him 4 to 6. So, Anth, Source, where do you reckon he should go? Majority always wins.
Put him up to 7, mate. Put him up to 7. I'll tell you what. I'll give you a little insight. I've been going on Star Stock. I mean, I've put in offers at $7.20 to buy some of his base. I've been slowly picking them up for about between 7 and 8.50, buying them off Star Stock. And I'm not just buying. The thing is, I'm not just buying. The best thing about Star Stock is it's pre-graded. I'm buying Star Stock A's. Now, people are paying $10 US for his base directly from eBay. You don't know the condition. You go to Star Stock A. It's a better quality. It's already been have a pre-grade. Now, my plan is to take all these that I've been accumulating off the platform, send them in for grading, SGC, most likely. And, I hope that I can get some 9 5s and 10s back. And, I think at that price plus 25 to grade it, I mean, you're looking at 35 total investment, potentially being $100 card. I mean, that's the way I'm looking at it. I mean, if the Ansu Fatih in a base, a base Chrome is going for that, and this guy just moved to Madrid, don't get much better with, coming on off the bench and scoring a goal in your debut at the Bernabeu, if you don't mind. Actually watch that game. He's got talent, plays that central midfield role, but also gets forward, which is good to see. So I think he might be one to watch. I'm excited to see how Camavinga develops.
All right, Kiers are up next.
I'd say 7 and 9 as well. Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry, Anth, go on Camavinga. Sorry.
No, I agree with everything I was going to say. It's already been said. It's 100%. I think Real Madrid is going to they're likely to win La Liga this year. I like him. He's got a good attitude, but I would keep him there. That's a
Yeah,
good spot.
would've-
Chiesa.
I reckon 7 to 9.
You
7
have
and
to.
9 as well.
He's so
You have
underrated,
to.
man. Like,
Yeah.
no one really talks about him. They talk about all these other guys, but this guy is just a gun.
And it's
Yeah.
the same thing. Like Azuro said it to me. I think we are talking about it off camera. He goes, because I was talking about how people seem to be looking in some sort of more niche league. So like we saw, ADM is the first example that I can think of. Started well this season. Scored he was at 6 goals in 6 games. I don't know what he's at now. People are starting to look in those niche leagues, and his cards had doubled in price for his base Sapphire. And Azura said, and I said, like I made the comment, like, are people starting to look into some of the leagues away from the Premier League? And the Premier League and Bundesliga being the main two where people usually look. Are people starting to look in these other areas? And he goes, with Serie A, I don't believe so. And I have to agree with him because there are still some Serie A players that another one here in great goal scoring form that we're gonna talk about as well. And I think Chiesa is another one too to include in that.
So 7 to 9 it is. I reckon, where would we say? About an 8?
8, yeah.
Chance? 8?
I'd rate him as highly as Bellingham, if not higher. Like he had a crazy good Euro.
Yeah,
he's
up there.
Good World Cup.
He's up there. He's only 22. I think if this was a situation where he was probably, if he was an English player, I mean, his cards would be through the absolute roof. I mean,
story.
you can still go pick up his Optic rated rookie holo. I think for around 80 to 90. I've seen them being sold for. That's a raw version, so I don't know how much graded ones go for. And then other than that, if you were to go down the base route, I mean, you are wanting to get the Optic. But he hasn't got a hell of a lot of rookie cards out there. Like his rookie card market's not flooded like it is with, Bellingham, even Camavinga. So, it makes it a bit more of a rarity thing to it because he's not massively flooded. He came out obviously the prior in 2018, 2019 when Panini wasn't releasing a lot of soccer product. So yeah, interesting one. But I definitely think I would say he's nearly 9, pushing into a 10 because he's just got that talent. I mean, you go watch him play, the way he gets involved and he just doesn't stop running. And let's be honest, played a massive role in Italy winning the Euros, going into the World Cup. Surely Italy is going to be pushing for the later stages of the tournament. It could be a massive, massive 12 months for this man.
Very cool. Next, we actually have your boy source, Jeremy Doku.
I like him. I'm going to say I like him, but I'm going to put him on the fringe. He hasn't shown me. I like his talent. I'm going to put him up, around 6, and I'm not ready yet to jump off board. I do need to see some more from him though. I do need to see some more.
I'm going 6 also.
I'd agree with that. He's on the borderline. He's between 6 and 7 for me. He's from what I've watched this season, even in League One before he got injured, he was playing quite well. At the Euros, he had that one or two breakout. Was it 1 game or 2 games where he played really well?
2 games. He played pretty well.
It was solid.
So that was, it wasn't enough to push him into that 7 to 9. But like Saucy said, I like the attributes that he has, and he can within a very short space of time move from the 6 or 7 range where I sort of have him now easily into an 8 or a 9.
I think I agree with that. He's good.
And your boy.
Former. I think.
Yeah, I know.
I think.
I reckon he's finished.
It's tough for him. He's had a shocker of a Euro. He's at a club that he doesn't really get the attention that he could get if he just moved. They've got no plans on selling him.
The system he plays, it doesn't help him.
Yeah. I think
I'll put him as a 3, to be honest.
This one's a bit of a write-off. And I've got caught holding the bag. I've got a refractor of his, and it's a silly. looking back, it was a silly buy then. And, I was gambling on him having a good Euro, which is everyone expected him to have. So what can you do?
I'd agree with
He's
that.
around
It's very fair.
a 2 or 3. He's not
2 or 3. Yeah, I'm going 3.
especially when this is full. When we finish this, it's going to look blatantly obvious like that he deserves to be there. Compared to
100%.
Camavinga already, Bellingham,
He's not.
Doku,
Yeah.
Nah.
Isn't the weekend getting sent off? 2 yellows, 1 for arguing. Like,
He's lost his
Yeah.
shit. He's finished.
I'd have him there.
We're happy. Let's move on.
Yep.
We'll put him as a 3. Here we go. I rate this guy. Ferran Torres.
He's all right.
He's
He's pretty
Can
good.
play, this kid. Can play.
I've definitely been impressed by seeing him more sort of this season from what I've seen of him. Definitely impressed because we know how City's rotation is, basically playing with 2 squads. So I personally hadn't seen him play a whole lot, but seeing a bit more of him this so far, I'd definitely have him in that 7 to 9 category. What are his cards at, just out of curiosity? If anyone's got,
I'm looking him up
130.9.
right now, actually.
I
I know
put
he's
him
got
as
the
a
rookie
9.
ticket for
A 9?
Valencia.
Okay.
A 9.
Yeah.
Wow, that's big.
I'd say an 8. I'll give him an 8.
I reckon he's that good.
So
when he
his rookie
plays.
ticket's
Yeah.
about 170, 200 for
That's actually
PSA
not
10.
bad.
That's decent.
That's good. That's
His
good.
rookie ticket,
Shit.
PSA 9, pre-season, PSA 9 was going for $26.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Don't tell me
Even
that.
now, they're up around the 100.
That's not bad.
One
For a
sold for
9?
60 for a 9. Yeah.
Shit, that's not bad.
Pre-season PSA 10 was 100 USD.
Oh,
Wow.
this guy's good, man. He played well in the Euros when he was on the pitch. He's good.
I don't mind him.
Spaniard, 21 years old, ladies and gents, if you're not familiar with him, Ferran Torres from Man City. I mean, usually a winger, but being turned into a bit of a striker at City. And maybe he may have found himself in a new spot. So interesting one there, and definitely one to watch. I mean, you don't get much put into a much better position than being in that team with that talent around you. It's obviously going to help and fast track your talent. And at the end of the day, if he's putting the ball in the back of the net, and he's this young, he's doing it in the best league in the world. It's good signs. It's good signs. He's only 21 years old, and if he keeps developing in that striker role, who knows? Maybe he does end up on the left wing. Maybe eventually, if they do get Harry Kane later down the track. But at the moment, he's doing all right. So yeah,
That was my thought. What happens to him when they bring in an out and out 9? Does he get shifted? Does he shift out
plays
wide?
like-
Does he get taken out of the team? Like, who knows
taken
what
out of
happens?
the team.
They send him to United. That's what they do.
You
That's
wish
the
them.
only knock on him. He's not good enough to play. I don't think he's good enough yet to be starting striker. And you can see that with Pep. Like, he doesn't even feel that he's good enough to be starting striker. He rotates the squad, especially around that, center forward, center attacking mid position. Like, I think if they get Kane or if they get Haaland or if they get like a strong striker, he's out of the team. That's the only reason why I'd put him to about a 7.
I don't know how much longer Sterling's got though at City.
Well, they reckon he's going to go to Liverpool. So
Who?
in
Sterling?
January, yeah,
You're kidding.
you're going to get him back. Apparently, that's the word on the
Wow.
street.
I don't know how
So-
we'll accept him back, but that'll be interesting.
Yeah, I know. Weird.
That'd be
Anyway,
Yeah.
not
want
too
him back.
chuffed about.
All right, so we'll give him about. I think it's about an 8, 7 or an 8 for Torres,
Yeah.
based on what we've got. He's his teammate who hardly ever plays anymore.
I think
He's been
played-
injured.
isn't he?
He's
He played in
injured.
the cup-
He's injured.
No, but he scored this morning in their cup game. So
Oh, right. Okay.
But
they won 6-1. They smacked them, and he came on. He scored. I didn't realize he was injured. I thought he was just sitting on the bench.
Foden is another one. I'm holding the bag heavy with Foden. Obviously, I've got the hollow right here.
I don't know. I
think
wouldn't be
sits
too
up in
worried
this
about that
bracket.
though.
I'm not at all.
No,
That's
I think
what
he
was
sits
gonna
up
get
in
to.
this bracket 100%.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Foden. I really like Foden. Like
He definitely sits in there.
Talent. He's very young. I think he needs to get away from City ASAP. I think there's too many players at City. He won't be able to shine.
100%.
Like, I think if he gets out of that squad, he goes to. I can see him playing in Spain. I can see him playing anywhere really. Like, he's a very talented player. He's very young as well, but I really like Foden.
Talking about, saying you're talking about you were holding the bag that I've actually been looking to pick up recently. I added a few cards to the watch list. Didn't end up winning, but yeah, definitely a player I've been looking at. Just seeing his sort of falling card price. Definitely one I've been searching for.
Nice. So
Well,
we
you
give
can
him
get
about
an Optic. You can get an Optic 10, which used to cost about 500, 600 USD for about 200 right now. Actually, as low as 150.
wow.
Shit.
That's big.
That was when he made the run in the Champions League, right? And
Yes,
people going crazy for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
People forget. People are very quick to forget how
Yeah, they
good
are.
he is because he hasn't played, and he didn't play at the Euro. He got injured there, and people just assumed he wasn't good enough to play in the squad.
He did play a bit though at the Euro because I remember
At
watching him
the start, and then he got injured.
Oh,
and he
later,
didn't play the
yeah, I know,
final.
yeah.
Didn't play the semi-final.
Because I remember watching him at the Euro, I was like, he actually looks pretty dangerous on the ball and stuff like that.
He's
compared to a lot of
man. He's
a lot of the
great.
other English players in that team.
Yeah.
We'll give him about an 8, or you reckon a 9?
Nah, 8.
8.
I'd go 8. 8's fair.
Here we go. Here he comes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The hype beast is here, baby.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to deny that he's good, and I think you should be. There he is. It's the best photo of him. It's the best photo.
The hype beast is here.
I'll go first. I'm gonna definitely put him up 9-10. Like he's on that bridge. I mean, let's be honest, he's not going to be at Dortmund next year. If they really do go ahead and break the bank for this bloke and then get him and Mbappe teaming up top, this could be like Real Madrid could have one of the most ridiculous teams. It would be like unfathomable. Like, think about it. If this guy gets put around that quality, he's a finisher. He's a finisher, right? Let's just not forget that. He just needs that slight chance and he puts the ball in the back of the net. So, he gets put around guys like Modric and, the other guys that they've got in there in the midfield. It would just be unreal. The ball, the service he'll be getting will be unbelievable. Much better than the lads over at Dortmund could give him for sure.
I think I'm going to agree with that. It's a 10 for me. He's a 10. There's going to be 2 people at the top there. It's going to be him and Mbappe. That's just.
You're going to be so surprised that one of the other guys are put in the 10, boys. You're going to be so surprised.
As much as it hurts me to put him at 10 because, we always say, people only talk about Haaland and only buy Haaland and stuff like that. You can't deny what he's doing at the moment.
Unstoppable.
Scoring goals for fun. Like, it's pretty mad. So, yeah, I'm going to have to give him a 10 as well.
Yeah.
And his prices are strong. I'll give you some prices. So
I know we give him shit, but I like to always give a buyer's beware to people. Yeah, like I heard Andrew talking about him on LTB a fair bit. In their Discord, they've been talking about him a fair bit. But I just put it in there. I just want you to be wary on Haaland. I keep saying him to people. Yeah. Like, I understand he's been a goal-scoring machine, and they started to count his international goals that he scored against Latvia and Gibraltar, and then they counted his goals he kicked against a second-division German team in a cup game, which it turned out to be 7 of his 15 goals were kicked against literally nothing. So I keep saying to people, just be very wary on Haaland, all right? His test is not now. His test is in the future when he moves to a bigger club, a better league, how he's going to be able to adjust. I have no doubts that he will be able to adjust. Yeah, I have no doubts that he will be able to adjust. But if he doesn't, he's not the 10.
Yes.
He's not a 10.
Yeah.
He's in that 7 to 9 band. Yeah, if he struggles in another league, he moves from 10 to like a 7 very quickly or an 8 very quickly. That's how quickly he can move.
I'll
So
give you
people just
some
need to be
prices
careful.
because
Like, because people are buying in at this astronomical price now.
they're
Yeah,
quite
Yeah.
very expensive.
very
So,
expensive.
if he's no good when he moves, talk about holding the bag. You're gonna be crying, mate, when you spend all that money.
So you got base Chrome 2019 rookie card, about 750, 800. You
Yeah.
got his Bundesliga Chrome, which this is interesting. This is how I look at it as well. Going off this, I guess you could call it data, is why I would buy the Bundesliga Chrome for Bellingham, because Bundesliga Chrome for Haaland is double. It's about 1,500. It's a huge jump. And then you've obviously got his Salzburg kit, the finest. That's 900. The card that I really like, and I linked it in the chat there. It's the prized footballers, Haaland. That I really like. I like the look of that card. It reminds me of like a comical style type of thing.
Yeah, I can get it up. Yeah.
I like the scroll down a bit. I do like this card. I don't know why. It's a bit gimmicky, but I do like it. And that's about 900. So everything's well over 500,
Very expensive.
1,000, 1,500.
He's definitely gone to Madrid. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna come out and say I'm gonna do an ant prediction, and I'm gonna say he's going to Madrid. They get Mbappe on the free, and they have all the money in the world, and they sign Haaland. He's not going to the Premier League. He's not going to the Premier League. He won't be playing there, mate. He spends all his off seasons. If you actually monitor this guy, spends it always in Spain. He's never ventured to England once unless he has to play Champions League. He does all this training in Spain. He's moving. He'll go to Madrid.
I can see him going to Madrid. I can see Mbappe not going to Madrid. That's my hot take.
Where though?
I have a feeling he comes somewhere in the
wait till we
Premier
get to
League.
He's not going to the Premier League.
No,
Sorry, I don't want to burst Liverpool fans' bubbles that they reckon that they're getting Mbappe. He's not going to Liverpool.
I just have a feeling.
No.
It's known between PSG and Madrid and the Mbappe camp that he's going to Madrid.
He's going to Madrid. Their team's going to be unbelievable. And to put the cherry on top,
maybe I'm being hopeful.
And to put the cherry on top of it, for Real Madrid, if Pogba doesn't sign, they'll get him 2 on a free. So they'll have Pogba, Mbappe, Haaland next season. So now I've changed my...
everyone else coming up there. That's going to be an amazing team in a few seasons' time.
Yep.
Greenwood.
Mason Greenwood.
The way he started this season, I'd have him at a 9. Not 10 yet, but I'd have him at 9.
I'm going to agree with that.
This season, he's come out and
Do you want to know where
Yeah, go on.
You'd put him at 10, eh?
No, I put him right here.
What?
Oh, really?
Yep. I got sucked into this. It's a bit of fool's gold on him at the moment. When Ronaldo came in, when he's not playing that striker position, he absolutely struggles. He's had no effect in the last 2 weeks. 0. It might be just an adjustment period, but his last 2 weeks have been what he's always been prior to this season, before he broke out in the first couple of games and dominated. He goes missing. He doesn't have much impact. It's very rare. Like, he pop up here and there and he scores goals. Like, that's what he was prior to this season. And that's where I would have had him prior to this season. I think a lot of people got caught up, like myself, and said off 2 games that he dominated, oh, he's a 7 to 9. But people need to understand we're actually basing him a 7 to 9 actually off 2 games. Because he wasn't this good last season.
Even in other games I've seen him play at 9, I was pretty convinced. I'm not talking about him playing on the wing, though. I'm saying, like, if you bring him away from, like, if Ronaldo wasn't there this season, he's playing at 9 and he's still in that form and impacting games.
I understand
it's a different story, you know what I mean?
I understand that, but the problem is Ronaldo is there. So for the whole season, he won't be playing there. And then not for anything, to fit Greenwood in potentially when Rashford comes back. They may even play Rashford as the striker and have him and Sancho on the wings. Like,
I keep thinking
when Ronaldo's not playing. I'm not saying it's like
Rashford changes this whole team.
Not for anything. I'm probably being a bit harsh on him, but like I'd move to a 7, yeah, but I just think it's like a hold or a potential, like a hold to wait and see. It's a 6 in terms of he's not shit.
Hmm.
It's a 6 in terms of like Fatih. Like Fatih's coming off an injury though, but with Greenwood, it's more just a hold to wait and see. I'm just not 100% convinced because it's back to where he was last season. I know he had some great games last season, but they
Fair enough.
were very few and far in between.
I see
I'm
your
gonna
point.
go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
but
go
I'm
the
happy to put him as a 7.
complete opposite, like polar opposite. I'm gonna go 9.
That's
I
fine.
think
That's where
I
he's going to
think
go because you and Lukey said
So
9.
I think it averages out to be about
it's about a 7.
Anyway.
It's
Yeah.
about a
Yeah.
7. But I think he's got like one of the best finishes out of
No, his
all of these
finishing's
players.
unbelievable.
He's got quality, and that's why I feel like he's been wasted being played out wide.
He can hit it left or right. Yeah, but I think that this period with Ronaldo is going to do him a world of good.
I think it
I
will
just have
too,
this
but
feeling. I have this feeling in 2-3 years we're going to look at him the same way we look at Haaland right now. He's a skinny English boy. Like he just needs to bulk up a bit, and I think he's going to be. I think Greenwood is going to be a big problem.
you do know that.
You
You do
heard
know
Ollie.
that.
Ollie calls
yeah,
him the best
don't
striker he's ever
stop
finished
it.
with.
Stop it, Ant. Don't,
That's coming from his
Ant,
mouth.
Ollie,
Ant,
how many strikers has
Ant.
Ollie fucking seen? Like 3?
Ant. Ollie signed fucking Fred, so Ollie has no right to say shit. All right, and don't say
Ollie-
sign Ronaldo.
Ollie's-
Don't
Ollie's
Alex
seen 3
Ferguson sign
strikers that say
Ronaldo.
Greenwood's the best. Who were the other
You
2?
know.
Fucking
Oh,
me and you,
Martial.
and he saw us 2, and then he saw Greenwood. He said Greenwood's the best.
Got Martial.
Exactly.
All I'm saying
And
fucking
Cavani,
Ollie.
who's
big praise.
not in his prime anymore.
Fucking Ollie. Ollie's a bud. Don't, Ant. I love you, but
He's triggered.
Ollie's just he's a dud, mate. He's a dud. I can't wait till he gets found out in about 4 weeks' time when we play.
What
all
you
the
telling
big
me? His
clubs and we
records in
conclude.
Champions League hasn't found him out yet, Dom?
Yeah, I
No,
was
it,
gonna
it
say.
has.
He's in
No,
trouble.
it has. No, it has. No, he's not in trouble though because we're sitting third, and Ronaldo's going to save his
We'll
ass this
see.
season. That's what's going to happen.
We'll see.
Anyway, my take is definitely going to get misconstrued as I reckon he's no good. Anyway, besides the point, I just think it's a hold to wait and see where his potential takes him. But I'm happy with that. Saucer, your
I'll put him.
thoughts on him?
Yeah, I think I'd put him. I'd put him between 6 and 7. Yeah. So yeah, I wouldn't put him up as high as 9. I'd probably put him at a 7, so we can stay in that
He's a
bracket.
7.
But yeah, he's definitely. We need to
The
see some
average
more
is
development.
out.
But he's still young. He's still very, very young, and I wouldn't be. I've seen enough promise there from him to show. Put him in that
10.
bracket.
Put this man in 10 right now.
Wrap it up. This
Slow
is the
start
guy.
to the season, poor
Make
Euros,
him bigger
but
than that. Make him
he-
make him fill up the whole area.
But
That's
Sauce,
it.
he's already won more than everyone on this list.
yeah.
He
So
needs
goes in
he
there.
needs to go. He's got to go to Real Madrid, or he needs to just leave that club. Like he's outgrown it now. He doesn't want to be there. Like he's
It's
I don't know
interesting.
what
We
to
don't
say
really.
apart from he's a 10.
We
He's a
really don't
10.
have to say anything. He's a 10. Let's go
No.
next. Let's go to Musiala.
This is an
Mbappe, that
interesting
was,
one.
ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about Kylian Mbappe.
Let's go
This is
to,
an
let's go to
interesting one.
Musiala. This kid's a freak.
He's
Yeah.
doing very well, but again, the system he's in is good. He's got a lot of competition though. He's got a lot of competition. I'm going to put him at 7, just because I personally haven't watched a lot of his gameplay. Like, I've seen highlights and the goals he scores and stuff like that, but I haven't personally watched him enough in games to make a decision yet. So I'm going to chuck him at 7.
I'm going to go 7 too. Ant Sauce.
I want to check.
He's got to stay in 7 and 9 bracket. He's got to stay in there. He's been performing. He was
Put him on
good
the
in
second
the
level,
Champions League last year. So
Hey, it's doing your head in the OCD.
Yeah. As I said, maybe make the bottom ones like the 7, like borderline 7s, and then the other ones that were closer to 10, if that makes sense.
Yeah, good call.
What's crazy is he could have actually, if I'm not mistaken, he could have played for England. I think he did play for England, and then he opted to play for Germany.
Do you really?
Which,
I didn't know that.
yeah, which makes it crazy because he could have, like, if he was English and, in the same light as Greenwood, we would consider him instantly 9, I feel. because he would have played. He just English players tend to get this extra bit of
They
hobby
do.
attention and flair
Yeah.
and everything like that. But because he's German, you kind of like
I feel like Germans
downplays
get
it a little
a
bit.
similar sort of rap though. Not maybe to the extent of an English player, but I still think they're pretty favoured or favourable.
Not like the English boys. You
Yeah,
could
it's
argue.
not the
You
same
could make
extent,
an
but I
argument.
feel like they still get enough attention.
This might be a hot take, but you could make the argument that
Yeah,
English players get the same overhype that the American players do. They get a
True,
little bit
it's
extra.
true.
Like
Nah, but I feel like
they deserve it. They
They
deserve
deserve
it.
it
But
more.
better.
Yeah,
they get a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah, yeah.
extra. The same way
They're
as
way better.
the same.
They-
They
yeah.
are way better.
way
but
better.
the same way that we'll get to a few of the American boys, but the same way
We
they
will.
get the extra attention,
Yeah,
One coming up
our
next.
English players get as well.
I can't wait for this one for Anne next. After our boy Pedri, who just
like
loves to
Pedri.
play football. He just loves playing football. The workhorse.
I was impressed. Like, as I've said on here, I don't watch much Barcelona because I really can't stand Barcelona. So I hadn't seen enough of him until the Euros, and his Euros impressed me. And then at the Olympics as well, I caught glimpses of that. So I'd have him at 7.
I'll go
Yeah.
7 just because I like his character, playing all the games that he has.
Hmm.
I just think
Just the
Barca's
system
going to
they're
struggle.
in right now. Yeah, the system.
Yeah,
they're in
Barca's
right
going
now
to
is
struggle, but
great.
they're looking to develop talent, and I mean,
Yeah.
Pedri's a
Gives
gun,
him
man. Like
opportunity.
he's really the next. He's really the next. He's that next Lynch in that midfield, the next Iniesta.
This guy.
Definitely a chance for that.
This is Ant's boy, Gio Reyna.
He's so average.
What have I done
He's
here?
so bang average.
Oh,
There we go, fixed it.
there we go.
He's so average. Like he's just an average. He's just no. I put him as low as Felix. I put him at 3.
As much as this is going to be controversial, I'm gonna have to agree with him. Just comparing to the other guys on this list, I don't see him with the others, to be honest. Yeah, he's had some good Champions League games, I guess,
Has he?
and in the league, he's put in some good performances. Yeah, but I don't know. For the price that he is, I'm putting him 3.
He's just the good offense.
Average.
Chair.
Valley, apart from American, he'd just be, I don't know, Milner. Like he just
Just compared him to Milner, James Milner. That's an insult to James Milner.
That's an insult.
run of the mill. He's just a run of the mill player. Like I no.
Oh,
sorry.
sucker.
This
I
might be a
mean,
controversial one.
Arsenal don't help
go.
his cause, man. Arsenal
was
don't
gonna
help
say-
his cause.
I put him at
It's-
6, just because
Yep.
the system he's in.
That's where I put him to.
I want to put him 6 as well.
Yeah, I'd
it's
have
just-
to agree with that.
You'd
It's,
think he'd stand out at Arsenal, but he really doesn't. It's
Yeah,
just
but not
because
even
the
that.
team's
He's
so
just
bad.
he's also been struggling, but it's overall the team as well. So
Yeah.
Here he is.
doesn't help him.
Jadon.
Jadon Sancho.
Gee, how small
I've
do you want to
seen-
make him?
I've seen,
Oh.
I've seen a lot of people change their tune about Sancho after just 4 or 5 United games, which I believe is a bit unfair. Because I think coming into this season, like if you're basing this on last season, he's for most people he's pushing a 9. He's an 8 or a 9, I believe. But some people might even say he's a 10. But the first 4 or 5 games he hasn't shown a whole lot. I reckon in the last game was probably his best performance.
I was going to say that.
The one
The
before.
game before
So
that.
I feel like
One before.
he's getting more confident and he's starting to grow. At his time.
He's
at United.
exciting right now.
Yeah,
His
his
system
prices-
he plays in his shit.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like he's still a quality player to me, and I still have him in an 8. I think it's too soon, way too soon for people to start writing him off, and his prices are going down so much. We're 4 games into the season, like
I'd say honestly,
take a break.
you know me, I'm I put it out there. What I said he'd be a
Mm.
bust at United for the fact of just the system that's played there. Like
For-
Angel Di Maria is a good player, yeah, but he was a bust at United. Doesn't mean
Yeah.
he's shit.
He's
It's
more
just
than a good player.
Yeah,
He's
that's
more
what
than
I'm
a good
saying.
player.
That's what I'm saying.
That
It's the
last season in Madrid was
system.
unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like when I say he's going to
I
be a
just
bust at
think
United,
that
not that he's a terrible
Ronaldo.
player.
Yeah.
I think Ronaldo coming to United did him a favor. Those
I
first
reckon
2 games
it
without
does help.
United, without Ronaldo, he looked shaky, looked nervous.
Mm.
Now Ronaldo's come, he's settled into the squad. He played a really good game 2 games ago, I think it was. He was solid. I think
Yeah.
he'll come good.
I think he's going to come good. I still think he's going to come good.
Yeah, 100%. So we'll go with an 8 for Sancho. Now,
Yeah.
Saucy's boy.
This guy is in hot form.
Put him up
And
there,
it's-
mate. Put him
It
up there.
seems like he's starting to find these, as many as.
That's where it goes, boys. I'm not actually joking. You think I'm joking. I said there's going to be a guy I'm putting as a 10. This guy is actually that fucking good.
I think it's a bit
That's
early to have
tough.
him. I think it's a bit early to have him as a 10. I definitely have him as an 8 or a 9 right
I'm
now.
putting him as a 10.
Because to be honest, like
Put him
he's
up
still
there.
young. He's at
He's gonna be a
Madrid.
9.
We know what Madrid fans are like. They're very demanding, and that's what maybe some of the maybe to the point where some people have been a bit harsh on him. Maybe that influence. But he started this season very well, scoring, assisting. Even towards the end of last season too, we saw that hat trick against Liverpool in the Champions League. I think he's definitely one to watch, and I'd have him at about an 8 as well. We've got a lot of people in that 7 to 9 category.
They're all good players. That's
They
They
fair.
are. That just shows how good the quality of football is
Yeah,
for the kids that are in there.
Yeah.
Next, we've got Dusan Vlahovic.
definitely
Very
one
good
under the
stuff.
radar. His goal scoring stats are up there with the best players in Europe. I can't remember what the time frame was, but it's up there with some of the top players in Europe. So I'd probably have him at, I'd probably have him there for me.
7 so far. 8 maybe.
I'd have him 7.
All right, we've got a few more to go, boys. 7 for...
Wonder what Azura would say about that. They're
You
going
put
to
him
chuck
as
him in the 10.
You put him as a 10 because Haaland's in there. So
Yeah.
here's Wirtz. Florian Wirtz.
Again, good form so far this season. I personally haven't seen enough of him personally to give
I
him too
haven't
much of
seen
a rating.
anywhere near enough.
I think he's right here, mate. Probably at a 4 because we got to wait
Oh,
and see what he becomes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be I'm obviously not writing him off because it's a bit early on, but it's definitely one, especially at the card prices he's at, very, very affordable. Had a look at him the other day, super affordable, some of his cards. So yeah, I'd put him at 4 to 6. Who we got, Doma?
Here's another
Is it-
good-looking Italian boy, Zaniolo.
This is one you're a big fan of, aren't you, Doma? You're a big
Yeah,
Zaniolo guy.
but I had a lot of I looked into him a lot, after Azul pointed him out to me months ago. And not for any coming off an injury and stuff. He plays for Roma. He's got Mourinho there. They got a good side. I'd probably put him as a 6, just for the fact of I want to just see how he goes coming back from injury and how he plays in that system. He's been playing all right so far. So it's just a 6 for now. It's 6 borderline pushing into
It's exactly
a 7.
my thought as well. Exactly
But
my thought.
he's probably a 6. I'd rather watch and see how he goes before
Yeah, I'm the same.
We're happy with that. We're going to go.
I'd agree with that. I'm looking at his cards now. Like, I like the fact that he's got a rookie ticket.
Have I got the ticket here? Or did I give that to you, Source? To grade. I think I gave the Zaniolo to you to grade.
Yeah.
Where are you grading it at?
HGA.
Give it a plug. Come on. Give it a plug.
Oh, HGA Bulk Sub.
If you're in Australia, want to submit cards to
What do I have it here?
grading approach, you can find the link to the Facebook group in the description, ladies and gentlemen. So get involved, get in the group and see what it's all about.
Definitely.
Got to give yourself a plug.
Yeah, we're up to about 30 cards subbed, which is good.
It's good.
It's obviously a combination as well. We're paying for some of our cards to go in there that we want to sub. So we're up to 30, which is a good start for the bulk sub. All right.
Do they? Sorry, I probably should ask you off the camera. Do they do stickers yet?
Ooh, that's a good question. They didn't specify that, so I can follow that up.
Okay. Yeah,
I can
cool.
definitely
Thank
follow
you.
that up. They
Yep.
only specified cards with us, nothing about
Okay.
stickers.
Because
Alright.
I'm interested in sending some stickers off.
Serginho.
They might just have to go to SGC.
I like this kid, man.
I liked him so much up until he wore the Chicago Bulls jersey to the Messi farewell conference. That was just steady. What are you doing, bro? Come on.
Do you expect anything less of him? Do you expect anything less of him, though?
He was wearing the full track, like Chicago Bulls outfit, like the shorts and everything. Like he was
Wait,
laced
what?
up, ready to go.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, nah.
I like him.
Actually, I forgot about that.
I'll
I'd have
give him
him
a
at
5.
6.
I'll put him at
5,
6.
6. 5, 6.
All right, boys. We happy
Yeah,
with
that
it
it?
as we
I
as we
agree.
always do.
Adjustments.
I'll be honest with you, boys. There's a lot of other guys we can put on
Yeah.
this.
Yeah,
So I
there's a
reckon there
few
could
I
be-
was just thinking of.
Yeah, I think there's a part 2 coming in a few weeks. We've missed guys like Mukoko and Oshiman,
Oshiman.
Adeyemi. We've missed a few of those guys. Yeah, so it's probably something down the track. In a couple of weeks, we might bring part 2 to this. Because we've gone through a fair few guys, but it just shows
Zoom
the
it in, Dom, and roll us over from level 0 to 3 to 10. There we can see their heads.
There we go. We've got Gio Reyna and João Felix in 0 to 3. Reyna's just copped it, bang. We'll cop the flat for that one. 4 to 6, we've got Ansu
If
Fatih.
Pulisic was here, it would be minus.
Level 4 to 6 is Ansu Fatih, Jeremy Doku, Bukayo Saka, Serginho Dest, Florian Wirtz, and Zaniolo. Up here is level 7 to 9. We've got Bellingham, Camavinga, Chiesa, Torres, Foden, Vinicius Jr., Vlahovic, Pedri, Sancho, Greenwood, Musiala, and then the undisputed GOATs of the young talent in world football as Wonderkids, Kylian Mbappe and Erling Haaland.
I like it. I reckon.
That
I still
7
reckon.
to 10 batch is so good.
I reckon 7 to 9 could almost be split into ones that could almost be 10s. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like
potentially.
I'd say Camavinga, for example. I'd take Camavinga out of that, Foden out of that, Vinicius right now, and I'd even take Sancho out of that, and that's how I'd split that in half.
You'd put them to the top of
Higher,
of
yeah.
that list.
There's a topper, yeah.
Not 9.5. Put him at BGS 9.5s. Actually, no. That's worthless.
You'd leave those at 9, then
9.5.
you'd drop the other ones to 7 to 8.
Yeah.
Easy. There you go. Nice list.
I
I
like
like it. I'll do some
Like
magic
it a
on
lot.
that, and I'll get it out. I've actually got a tier plan to go out as well from one of our older pods. There you go, boys. Very nice. As we do, fire or flame to end the show. Just quickly, I've got an absolute perler.
I don't know if I've shown this before, but the bailout boy, Jesse Lings, Jay Lings.
Is that bronze to 20?
Yeah, that's a bronze to 20.
I rate it. Very nice.
I was going to post this on the day, but I honestly, this was my thought process. I took the photo, I went to upload it, I uploaded it, I look at my page, I'm like, I'm turning into a United support page, and I just deleted it. I just took it down. It doesn't make any sense. It's literally all United boys there. And the other fire, actually, quickly, another fire. Ship my cards should be coming this week or next. A massive return. Very exciting.
Surely you gotta be. There's got to be a live going on or something.
Yeah, I think so. I might have to.
I'm gonna say my quick fire here is if anyone followed us over the time, obviously we did the Azuros Euro on the Coverage.Media, and we talked about obviously the going on through the Euro tournament, and there was a point there that I was onto Jeremy Doku very early, and I went there as we're going through these tier system and we're looking at him. I'm like, now is a time where I'd feel comfortable once again to buy some Doku. He's Topps Chrome refractors are back around the $15 to $20 mark. As I told you, once as high as 50. I even seen like a base SGC 10 sell for as low as $35. So if you think about that all in what it is, SGC costs $25 to get the card graded. So essentially for an extra $10 to $15, I think I've seen some sell for 40 as well. You're getting a SGC 10. At the end of the day, people aren't going to send this shit to PSA anymore. Like, when it costs $150 to grade the card, that sort of card, its level is SGC grading or CSG grading or maybe a HGA grading. And not even BGS. I don't think that stuff's going to get to BGS anymore. So more the refractors and things. So, I feel like that's a bit of a play in those in that base market. If you do want to go down that road and pick those up, I mean, I think that's ridiculously cheap. You're barely paying for anything on top of the grading. But as I said, Dream and Doku price is very reasonable at the moment. So yeah, go have a look at those if you are interested in him. And he's also injured, which is always a good time to pick up a guy because less attention. So he's not playing, so he can't really impact his price as much.
Lukey?
I read it.
Yeah. My fire is going to be Ronaldo cards and stickers during his Madrid time. So from 2009 to 2017. I think there was a lot of history made there during that time period.
His best times as a player.
Yeah. For me, it was his most dominant period of playing the game. And yeah, some people don't like, first team cards or whatever, but those 2009 Mega Cracks I was looking at, maybe 9 months ago now, I definitely should have picked one up then, because now they're very hard to find. So I sort of regret
Even
that. But yeah,
Topps Chrome. That first year Topps Chrome is Madrid.
17, yeah.
Yeah,
it's a pretty nice card. If you're a Madrid
collector,
yeah, I'd still rather the earlier stuff though, like 2009 sticker or 2009 Mega Cracks, personally. But the 17 Chrome is good too.
All right, my fire is very obscure this week. Is I want you to go after I show you this. I want you to just go out there and look at some other things. But I'll show you two different sets that came out 3 years apart for this product. The second one I'll show you, Ant is probably just gonna fall out of his chair and be like, "Holy shit!" That could be considered a rookie card for this person in this movie. But here it is. This is the 1974 Wonder Bread.
Yeah.
We got
Wonder
Superman. There's Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Porky Pig. So it was a mixture of like Warner Brothers and DC characters. So you can get a lot of Warner Brothers characters in here. Obviously, you got Clark Kent, Elmer Fudd. You actually can get Batman. Here it is. That's one of the most expensive ones. It's about $127 Australian. So something a bit different. Some early cards. You can even get a Harlem Globetrotters cards. A Globetrotter card. I don't know how that would transition into the basketball side of things, whether it be an early one. I haven't looked at how early they are compared to some of the other ones, but they are pretty sick.
It's pretty cool. Is there any graded?
Pretty cheap as well.
On the next one I'll show you there is. I haven't seen any on these ones. Now, like these looking pretty good, Nick, yeah? Like $30. It looks like it's been sleeved. Like that one there.
I know where you're about to take us.
Yeah, shit, yeah. All right. The other one is
this is some legendary stuff.
We will fast forward 3 years and we will go to one of the most iconic years in the history of cinema. And that was the year that Star Wars came out. And Wonder Bread have some Star Wars cards and they are super affordable.
These are legendary cards.
Yeah, so back in the day, Lukey, there was a bunch of they used to do a lot of collaborations with either bread companies or gum or tobacco. Where you used to buy,
bread. I didn't know.
Yeah,
the newspapers I knew as well. Bread.
The specific card
so
that I'm looking at is obviously you got Luke Skywalker in here and you got Darth Vader in here and stuff. But the specific card
Vader's the two.
there's two specific cards I'm looking at. Like Vader, 100%. I'd love to have them all. This is one of them, the Millennium Falcon, and the other one is the guy that owns the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, this guy.
No one talks about Han Solo as much as they do Luke Skywalker. It's easily put out there that he is actually the favorite character out of the Star Wars trilogy, the first three that came out.
What? Really?
Does that say
Han
Harrison
Solo
Ford
I'm
underneath?
not a Star Wars guy at all.
It definitely does say Harrison Ford.
Wow, that's
And-
interesting.
So that is a $7 buy.
That's from
the
ComC as
moment.
well. That is
Someone's about to go buy
inflated.
it.
It probably will.
What do we have for like? What's a graded?
Harrison
Han Solo,
Ford.
dude.
Well,
There's one. Did you just go past one?
well, that just gives you an indication on Luke Skywalker what it's listed at if it gets an
Yeah.
8. So it'd probably be, I'd say, about half of that. Oops, I just clicked on Darth Vader. So I can type it in. I'll just type it in. Han Solo PSA. There you go, $125. It comes as an 8. That's off a $6 purchase. You know, you send that to, you got to send it to another company, obviously, a CSG or HGA, something cheaper. You get it back. This one here is an 8 at a buy it now on 681.
Any solds? Click the sold listing there on the left. Sold items.
Wow, that's very interesting. Because
So I knew, there you go, 268, best offer accepted. So probably sold for about, there you go, one sold here for, that's a PSA 10. Not a bad return, huh? Spend $6.
I wrote that.
Just
I'm a
saying.
big fan of Star Wars. I've got.
I knew you'd like it. You like the
Hey,
Star Wars.
I got to ask: are you ripping any of the new Star Wars product because it's a good one? I don't know if you're interested in the
Is
boxes.
that the Stellar Signatures? Not Stellar Signatures. One of the signature products.
Yeah, it's got autos in there. Galaxy something. What is that? What it's called, Doma?
Oh yeah, Galaxy. Topps Chrome Galaxy.
I think
Galaxy.
there's. No. Short answer: no. Would I
Would you?
consider it? Maybe. Not
Boxes aren't that
really. I think-
expensive.
but I'd have to look at the checklist and really think about it. But there's more. I feel like there's more value in buying the older stuff, like this, for example, something like that. 1977, same year. This is series.
What's that one from?
Series 3. So this is their like official release.
Oh, okay.
Star Wars.
I love the fact. Put that card up again. I love the fact that it's the exact same image on the Wonder Bread card.
Yeah. I remember
That's what I
looking
thought.
at
I'm like, is
Wonder
that the
Bread,
same card?
I
and
love
it's
that.
just like something like this will stand the test of time, I reckon.
So they've been Panini's not doing anything different to what they were doing back in 1977. Just using the same image.
Fuck, that's clean. Like pieces like this, like that are old, and I think it's going to relate to a series for the rest of its time.
Yeah,
I think it
100%.
works. Can't lose. And some of the autos from the newer series, like obviously I've got my one, the Obi. I think signatures and autos on card will work as well.
Something to look at, gents. Something to look
Actually,
at.
in that, in terms of modern Star Wars, that Baby Yoda card, I remember looking at that. That went crazy for a bit. That had a huge run up. That was from Topps Now Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Baby Yoda. So yeah, there's always potential. Don't get me wrong.
I like it. All right, gents. Done and dusted. Crunch time. Coming up big when it counts. I'm Dom with Sauce, Luke, and Anth. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Crunch Time on the Double Coverage Media Network. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit that bell icon to know when we drop a new episode. Also, feel free to leave a review on the Apple Podcasting app. Crunch Time, coming up big when it counts.